When I find someone interesting to interview, I don't just do a cheap Skype interview with low quality video. I grab my camera and I hop on a plane so you can be in the same room with that person, which is just what I'm about to do here. I'm going to hop on a plane and I think you're going to enjoy the interview I'm going to do today.
Hey, my name is Muammar, and this was me at one point in my life, and I was almost 500 pounds, and then right now I lost over 300 pounds.
Let me put into perspective just how much 500 pounds is. This is a 100-pound barbell. Very, very heavy. 500 pounds is 5 of these. The strongest Olympic weightlifters in the world can barely lift 500 pounds for more than a few seconds. Imagine carrying this much weight 24 hours a day. Other things that weigh 500 pounds? A grizzly bear and a dumpster weighs 500 pounds. Imagine trying to lift one of these. Just imagine the pressure on the heart.
There was a night where I was awakened by choking to death, and then I was bleeding through my mouth and my nose, and literally I don't still remember how I ended up in the bathroom, but after being confused, I finally found myself looking down over the sink. I realized that as I was bleeding through my mouth and my nose, I realized my life was going down the drain, and that's not what I want my life to be. So I made a decision from that moment on to make a difference, and I started changing my life. And not only that I wanted to do that, I wanted to make sure that I found whatever the truth was behind weight loss and maintenance, but at the same time I wanted to publish the findings and inspire others to do the same thing. So basically I started traveling, doing a lot of research, implementing, and I finally found out what it is that first of all we have to understand why are we obese, and this is one of my conclusions. I believe that we are obese because we're stressed, but at the same time we have to understand where does our stress comes from, and everybody's different. We all get different stresses. So as an example, when I was about 20, my stress was dating, was going to school, figure out what I wanted to be and what I want to do for life. And whereas right now when I'm a little bit older, it's how am I supposed to help others out with the same thing. So as you can see, your stresses and your problems according to your life changes, and then we use food to de-stress. So that's what I reprogrammed. I changed everything. So right now what I do, instead of eating junk food, and I like to exercise, eat healthier, and help others do the same thing. There's another thing that I learned about weight loss is taking action. Don't wait for tomorrow, start doing it right now. As I'm speaking right now, you should go out and do an exercise or whatever it takes. Even 10 minutes is better than nothing. And I'm telling this from experience because when I used to say before, oh, I'll go lose weight, I'll say I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start eating healthier food tomorrow. But that tomorrow never happened, and that's what led me to eating junk food and hitting almost 500 pounds and almost dying literally. And then another thing that I want to talk to you about is the momentum. And then momentum is basically, I look at also momentum and motivation together. So once you start losing weight and you took the action to start changing your life, eating, exercising, and de-stressing your way through a proper way, getting the natural high, which is the exercise and good food, you also want to make sure that every day you have some sort of motivation, whoever keeps you accountable. That could be movies, that could be quotes, that could be your best friend, or other things that give you motivation, and you don't want to stop, you just want to keep going. And along the way you will have days where you want to quit and stuff. You always have to remind yourself, and then you can say, I can lose and maintain weight, and I can have fun, I can enjoy life, and then I can achieve my full potential in life. And which is why I created these shirts. As you can see right here, basically what it shows is that it stands for I can. So it goes, I can lose and maintain weight, I can have fun, I can enjoy life, and I can achieve my full potential in life. So that's what it is. So I hope you guys learn from it and you guys get to do your thing and go achieve your full potential and lose your weight like I did.
So tell us about your diet. What did you do?
So basically, when I look at the word diet, I don't really like the word diet because it implies a lot of restrictions. Where when I look at it as a healthy living, it's living part. Whereas you eat different foods, but it's how we prepare it. We want to minimize sugar and we want to minimize salt. I believe that our bodies need sugar and salt still, but we have to minimize it. At the same time, we do want to eliminate pop and chips and stuff that comes out of box that's empty calories and basically leads to obesity. We maximize the fruits and the vegetables. That's what we want to do. We want to maximize the fruits and the vegetables, like the natural stuff, as natural as you can get. So even like tea. Okay, so let's talk about the tea. I go out in the wild and I pick up my like teas, like different teas like that I learned from Europe. In Europe, when I was younger, we will go and we'll make our teas. When it comes to like meats and stuff, I minimize the meats, but I like to maximize fruits and vegetables. So there's well, the best food you want to get is if you can go out and pick it the natural way out of like the forest and stuff. Like I'll give a perfect example. When I was younger, when I go to Europe right now, I go mushroom picking in the forest, and I'll get the best stuff. That's the best stuff you can have. I love raw food now. It's different before. I never liked it. Now I love raw food. It tastes so good. Before, this is another thing. I was addicted to junk food, and now I love raw food. I love it. Like it's I don't know how to explain it, but like I never thought that the raw food, like vegetables and fruits, could actually fill you up. But they can. That's the thing. They can, and they will.
Right.
And
you know how to
prepare and minimize.
Creative with the food. Yeah.
Definitely, and that's the thing. We have different ingredients, and we have to use the ingredients with minimum salt and minimum sugars, and then just make it natural and make it that tastes good to you.
Right.
But it has all the ingredients that you need.
You must have went through different phases. Where you were trying this and you were trying that.
Right. So I think this is the thing. There's a point why all of our foods exist. I think so as an example, when we look at carbs as an example, well, we can use cauliflower, we can use broccoli, you can use cabbage. So it's whatever you feel like eating. At the end of the day, this will give you the same results. So I believe that our foods are diversified into different examples. So as an example, somebody likes cauliflower, somebody likes broccoli, but at the end of the day, you're still getting good carbs. So it's up to you to pick which one tastes good to you. When it comes to exercising, I love exercising because it helps me reduce my stress, and it's actually for mind. So we all work, let's say most of us do 9 to 5. It's whatever jobs that you have, whatever the hours that you work, you need something at the end of the day to de-stress, and exercise is a great way to de-stress and get your natural high. So you have to do it. It doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes, 15, 20, start slow and move into it. You don't have to run. You know what? Start walking. And over time, like I didn't go from like being like that to being this and like in a night. It takes a little bit of time. It took me about 18 months, right? But this is the thing, you want to get the natural high, and if you can't run, you walk. But eventually you will be able to run, because I've been through being almost 500 pounds of where I am today. And obviously my fitness level changed over time. You become a lot more better. And when you don't have to carry the extra weight on you, what happens is that you'll actually you sweat a lot less, like when you're skinnier, because there's nothing that forces you to. Sometimes you have to a little bit of extra exercise that you do, but at the same time you don't want to burn yourself out. You just want to do enough for a day.
So you were what, 500 pounds?
I was almost 500, like 492, but I gained some more weight that I didn't want to step on the scale.
People don't realize how heavy that is. When you try to lift a 100-pound barbell in the gym, that's 3 times that.
Right, and that's the thing. It teaches. That's why you have really like strong legs when you carry with that. But at the same time, you have pain in your feet and your knees and your arm.
Your knees, your back starts going out.
Everything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is the thing. In the beginning, when you start like losing weight and walking, that over time disappears. There's no more pain. I don't have it anymore. It just disappeared.
Plus a bunch of health problems. You probably had all kinds of health problems.
Right. Like I had. Well, I was borderline on my cholesterol level. Not only like physical, but also mental, like even like high blood pressure, but also like depression and isolation. This is another thing, because it's like a full vicious cycle. You eat junk food to release stress, but then you put on weight, and then again what happens, it puts you into a deeper depression. So it keeps going on and on and on and on and on, and just making it even worse for you, and it's not good. When I began my journey, it was like the surgery was being offered, the pills, the this, the that, and I never believed into it because I thought it would kill me, and I didn't want to go down that path and exposing myself to even more danger. So I made a decision to start looking into the food, like the healthier foods, the fruits, the vegetables, but also the nuts, the seeds, and minimize on the meats. And what also I started looking into is the exercise and what the exercise did. So I did a lot of boxing, because for me boxing is what I loved at that time. Now I love jogging, so over time I changed too. And then I also started looking into a lot of things into mind, how the mind works, and I learned that mind is a tool. So basically, you gotta stay positive, talk to yourself, have positivity around you, people that actually love and truly want to help you, surround yourselves, that want to help you achieve your weight loss. And I call it the tribe. So basically, you need people around you who have the similar vision as you do. So when you want to lose weight, they don't want to bring junk food around you and tell you the things to mislead you or take you down a path. They want to help you. They want to inspire you. They want you to change. They want to help you do whatever it takes to have you achieve your goal. And those are the true friends and family. It doesn't matter if it's blood related or not. And there's so many people out there that would truly want to help you do this. Like, I'm one of them. Marcus is one of those. So if you ever need help, just reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you. First, let's understand, why are we obese? Like, what are we going through in life? What is it that is creating stress in our life? So let's solve that problem, right? But at the same time, we want to exercise and eat good food. Number two, let's take action right now, starting from this point on. Don't wait for tomorrow. It doesn't exist. You know what? Today, you have to believe in it. And guess what? Over time, like, small steps add to bigger steps. So, you know what? You can't jump from here, let's say, to Asia in like one jump. You gotta fly, but it takes time. And number three is the momentum. Once you start losing your weight, please, I'm like begging you, don't stop. Like, keep going, believe in yourself, no matter what happens. Even like one day, and eventually you will have one of those days, like, where you're gonna eat junk food. Do not make a habit to go again down that negative path. Please, do it for yourself. You owe it to yourself. If I can lose over 300 pounds in 18 months, like, anybody can lose 100 pounds in like what, 6 to a year. So just do it. Like, it's funny that how my life changed right now. It's like I fly all over the world and I speak. I meet amazing people, where before I was like trapped. I felt trapped in my body. Imagine having being in jail 24/7, but like you're mentally and physically drained at the same time, because obesity pulls you back from having fun, from achieving your full potential in life. And I think the only way for us to live is to have fun, enjoy life, and achieve our full potential while maintaining listen to this, our body, and I mean mental and physical, because that's the foundation to our health, wealth, and everything, to life. Learn from me. If you have questions, ask me or ask Marcus. Like, there's so much stuff, but you have to make sure that it's the good stuff. So like Marcus, he has a lot of good stuff. Check out his stuff. At the same time, if you have any questions, talk to me. Like, we have the answers for you. So basically, we have the roadmap, if you want to say it that way. For you just have to implement it. I work with clients right now. I just recently helped somebody lose, over 80 pounds in about 4.5 months. So if you want to work one-on-one, like, I'm here. We can make it happen. So
how can people get hold of you?
You can basically go thehealthyliving.ca, or you can go to the Facebook and just search for Muamer Daiditz, which is Muamer, and last name is Dajdic, or you can find me on Instagram. I'm on Twitter as well.
Well, thank you. You're an inspiration to many.
All the best.
More's website, once again, is thehealthyliving.ca. And if you like this interview and want to see more like it, of interesting people and great health information, go to marcusnews.com, where I show you how to radically improve your life.